Let's just go directly to work.
A beloved mother attacked and murdered inside a minivan, investigators say by her own boyfriend. Tonight we're learning more about the victim and what led up to this tragedy. Fox 29's CHEATlNG KlD reports.
That mother of 6 children was brutally stabbed in front of this grocery store in broad daylight on Saturday. And now the father of her children is charged with murder, and her family hopes that her death serves as a wake-up call for other women.
And when I say she was loyal to this man, very loyal, diehard loyal, do anything for him. And I mean, they just got engaged recently. And so for this to happen, it's not shocking, but it's tragic.
Ashley Lockhart died Saturday after police say she was brutally stabbed multiple times in this minivan by her boyfriend, Raymond Thompson. This surveillance video obtained by Fox 29 shows Thompson just minutes before the attack. The DA's office confirms that Thompson was well known to police and that Ashley had filed a protection from abuse order against him. But despite the PFA, they were still living together.
I don't have specifics to answer for you on this man's record. I do know that it's very lengthy, and I know the case is extremely sad and very, very troubling. I would agree with that for sure.
And this particular victim obviously did the right thing. For some reason, she was back with this man in that particular van. I don't know the circumstances of that. I don't know why that was. But sadly enough, she's not going to be here to tell us what happened.
The DA says Thompson turned himself in Saturday right after the stabbing, which is little comfort to Ashley's family, grieving the loss of the mother who had 6 children with Thompson, the youngest just 5 months old.
She loved everybody. She had a reputation of just compassion and love. And for her children, she was a nurturer.
The family has set up a GoFundMe to help Ashley Lockhart's 6 children, ranging in age from 5 months to 10 years old. If you'd like to donate, we have a link on our website.
There it is. There it is. We probably gonna be here a while. So just go ahead and do what you gotta do. But there's a lot of people that need to be talked to.
It's the chef who you know iller. Fly like Michael Jack when he wrote Thriller. I try to give him life, but my flow killer. Friends was the coke dealers, now I just quote scriptures. I'm saying I'm on a whole nother plane. I'm Candyman in the mirror, don't ever mention my name. Cause me and them other rappers, we never spit it the same. 2K's with me where I be ballin', it ain't a game. 2K's on my feet and I ain't mention the chain. Heart in me has repented, but lyrically I'm the same. They can't see the chef, all they can see is the flame. Only thing better than my vision, it be the aim. Bang, you know what time I'm on. I'm David and never shy if you try my throne. Man to man, you don't really wanna try my zone. They naming themselves chef, you should try my clone. 22 kinda feeling like the Twilight Zone. I'm the rap boogeyman, keep your night lights on. It gets spooky like my lock when my mic on. Cause all of my bars dope like the type Ike on. Like I don't see what the hype about. When I could write one verse that'll wipe them out. Don't make me bring that 89 Michael out and smash anybody in the ring for the right amount. They try to doze on roll like the flow sweet. So now I play Freddy Krueger if they go to sleep. Let them live is something they can't tell me. Cause every bar horror movie, Nightmare on Elm Street.
Guess I'm with the chef like a line cook, I think. You got water, you got fire like a stove by a sink. In the spirit, not the flesh, plus my shirt says repent. In the spirit, I may text, I just go where I'm sent. Let me start spitting, flow sickening, I cough lyrics. Read the book of Numbers out loud, I talk digits. Chapter 15, verse 38. Let's talk fringes. If you got it on, but ain't none inside, it's all missing. Hypocrites judge and wanna try like auditions. If you talk the talk, then you better walk it like cars missing. Better follow Christ, see through his eyes, that's called vision. Get eternal life after you die, that's called living. Dang, chef, in the spirit I digress. On this beat I leave a mess. Trying to say calm but I get vexed. I say calm but no west. Cause Babylon in the west, face the east when I get dressed. In that white linen no less. Man, the whole industry jokes, cause they doing it for the flesh. See, they start strong like notes, but they end weak like rest. Get it? Weekend. restaurant, decent, I confess a lot. Not a model, but dress a lot. Produce get fresh a lot, that's vain though. Like built dams, I change flows. Whether faith of a mustard seed or a mango. In the Most High, you must believe that's the main goal. Will he prevail? Yes, thou art like Van Gogh.
Like I said, that's probably some of the most money I've ever made in my life, including the military. So I was there, doing my thing. You know, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. With me knowing a whole bunch of racist motherfuckers I was working around with, I was stunting do shit on purpose. Like when I bought that Grand Cherokee, red, with them things on there, I made sure I parked that shit in the front of the parking lot so everybody can see it.
What the fuck kind of shit is that? Bitch, I don't give a fuck, my nigga. If a bitch smokes squares, the bitch got an STD. I don't give a motherfucker, nigga. All right, man. We're going to get straight to work. We're going to get straight to work. We're going to get straight to work. There it is. There it is. There you have it. No sense in looking crazy now. Turn yourself in. Let's see exactly what happened.
A beloved mother attacked and murdered inside a minivan, investigators say by her own boyfriend. Tonight we're learning more about the victim and what led up to this tragedy. Fox 29's CHEATlNG KlD reports.
That mother of 6 children was brutally stabbed in front of this grocery store in broad daylight on Saturday. And now the father of her children is charged with murder, and her family hopes that her death serves as a wake-up call for other women.
And when I say she was loyal to this man, very loyal, diehard loyal, do anything for him. And I mean, it just got engaged recently. And so for this to happen, it's definitely, it's not shocking, but it's tragic.
Ashley Lockhart died Saturday after police say she was brutally stabbed multiple times in this minivan by her boyfriend, Raymond Thompson. This surveillance video, obtained by Fox 29, shows Thompson just minutes before the attack. The DA's office confirms that Thompson was well known to police and that Ashley had filed a protection from abuse order against him. But despite the PFA, they were still living together.
I don't have specifics to answer for you on this man's record. I do know that it's very lengthy, and I know the case is extremely sad and very, very troubling. I would agree with that for sure.
And this particular victim obviously did the right thing. For some reason, she was back with this man in that particular van. I don't know the circumstances of that. I don't know why that was. But sadly enough, she's not going to be here to tell.
I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. I'm listening to it, and if you're a patron, you got the call-in number. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know, because it go both ways. Let's start at the front. Let's just start at the front. All right. In a relationship, it has become normal for, even attractive, for a nigga to be jealous and, you know what I'm saying, toxic. That's attractive now. If he not going this hard over me, I don't want him. And it goes right back to that I want to eat McDonald's every day, but I don't want to get fat or have no fucking health issue. It don't work like that. That's not how the world works. And so just first off the bat, we're going to handle the business. All of this motherfucking, you would rather be comfortable than safe. This is what it is. This is exactly what it is. You want to be comfortable. because you know him. You used to him. Girl, he was just, you know how he get. He don't play by me. He damn sure don't. Damn sure don't. 6 kids, just had another one 5 months ago. I want to know when that protection order got put in. When did that protection from abuse? And that's a whole nother topic. Going down that bitch and thinking that you doing something because y'all just got into a fight. Y'all just got into an argument and you think you doing some big shit by going down that bitch and putting a fucking PFA on somebody. It's 6 kids. Come on, big home. What are we doing right now? What are we doing? Come on, man. 6 kids. Big home ain't get violent yesterday. If it was in them, it was in them. And if we gonna keep it fair, now I ain't talking about if we just doing what everybody else doing. If we gonna keep it fair, come on now. Like, this thing go both ways. It go both ways. If we in the game of playing PFA and all that shit like that, then we probably in the game of, you know what I'm saying? That mean that the hands stop working. And this is what I'm talking about. Big home, let me talk to you, big home. So the issue right now is that it's a lot of niggas. Let me show you something.
Nigga, look, break my heart. Look me in my eyes and break my heart, nigga. But you couldn't do it. You couldn't do it. You want to go lay up with niggas and get fucked and nigga, whatever the case. You're slick, my nigga. You lied, my nigga. You're a habitual cheater, my nigga. And you have given yourself to men. You have given me STD behind this shit. Like, I'm not paranoid, cuz. You hear me? You fucked other niggas recklessly. I forgave you for it. You won't even come home, baby. You won't even come home. Like, I'm sorry.
Woo! Dog, you know what's crazy is that Brenda is in heat right now. My nigga, I done did everything to keep Deuce and Aki off of her. But no matter what I do to them, as soon as they get close to her, they can't help it. And it's just stole because, like, when dogs go in heat, like the season when dogs go in heat, like, you know, we had something like this in Mobile a couple years back where niggas was just knocking bitches off. Niggas was killing bitches, like, on some, that shit, them niggas was going retarded with that shit a couple years back. Them niggas was killing the fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, I try to tell, I'm talking to you, big home. I'm talking to you. Ain't too much I can say to you right now, my nigga. You thought you had it all under control and all this shit like this. You all in the comments giving fucking advice about what need to go on and all this other shit. Meanwhile, you and this motherfucker plotting like a dog. Woo-wee. All girl. Man. Let me get up. You can't fool me with no pictures, big home. You can't fool me with no pictures. Shout out to that nigga, Edward Washington, new nigga in the day. I see you, big home. Edward Washington says showing love for the show, big home. That's love, big home. I appreciate it. You can't fool me with them pictures, my nigga. You not finna take no picture or make no post on social media and have me believing that you goddamn, y'all the family of the year. Yeah, we've been through some things, but we always find our way back to each other. That's the word. If that's what you believe, then ain't no need for you to be going down that motherfucker, putting down no fucking PFA order. So the question is, was the PFA order placed before this picture or after this picture? How old is that child? They said the oldest child was a 5-month-old. When did the PFA, you look at, whenever you looking at this type of shit right here, woo, back to the NAB way of thinking. In the NAB mind, this is why I'm telling you niggas, get the fuck away from the NAB. I'm gonna get into why these things happen in a minute, but I'm trying to, you are not far away from this situation, my nigga. If you are in a house where you are speaking to, sweetheart, if you're in a house and what you're saying is not being acted upon, whether you got to pack your bags at night and leave big homie, whether you have to leave your own home, you would much rather do that right now than to be on the goddamn mug shot looking like you just hit a goddamn straight shooter. They not finna give you no mercy, my nigga. Looking crazy than a motherfucker. Man, see, nigga thought he had all the fucking sense. Y'all niggas gonna stop this fucking social media bullshit, man. You know motherfucking well that your house is just in turmoil. To call your home anything more than a real fucking battlefield would be a lie. Every day you going home from work, you got to sit out in the parking lot of the apartment complex for damn near an hour. You got to drink a whole 6-pack. If you don't have you at least $40 worth of gas, and I'm talking about weed, if you don't have at least $40 worth of weed, high-grade weed, you not going home. You will roam the streets. You got off you went in to work at 6 o'clock in the morning, got off at 5 o'clock, and it's 10 p.m. and you just not finding some weed. You was not going home without that weed because that household has become that tumultuous. But you believe that you are miles and miles away from this shit right here. You just, let me just say this. Let's stop playing, my nigga. If anybody cheated in the relationship and it ever gets brought up again, or you feel like that's the reason why she in the kitchen banging around and all this shit, you at work thinking everything going good, and she texting, I think we need to talk more about that situation. Whoa. 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 I understand, speak your feelings, but this is what I'm saying. You would rather be comfortable than safe. If you didn't like that situation, then you need to stay on the outside until that thing is handled. You coming back in the household after cheating, after that cheating situation happened, coming back in the household acting like everything is good for whatever fucking reason. For whatever reason, you come back in the household. That is dead. What drives a nigga? I'm finna talk to you now. I'm finna talk to you. I'm finna go and talk. If you want a nigga to lose his, and this is another thing, if you in the house with a nigga, don't be tempting no nigga to do nothing. You can't play them games with multiple children. You can't play them games with one child in the house. This is why you have to tip your hat and protect and applaud the real Black women who've never went to no goddamn office and asked the state to do shit. All right, it's my child. I'm gonna take care of that. I'm above going down there. You have to applaud that. Taking care of one child. Man, wait till you see the comments. 5-month-old? A 5-month-old? And you around this motherfucker talking about some cheating shit or some motherfucking nonsense, and this child is waking up at 3 o'clock in the morning and I gotta get up for work at 4:30? If we're not gonna talk for real, I'm gonna go on here, right? If we, like I said, if we gonna go ahead and play, then I ain't got no reason to be here. I'm gonna go on here. I got a big day tomorrow. Kids starting school, all kind of shit. If we not gonna keep it real, I don't need to be here. You got a 5-month-old and you steady trying to fucking find a way to live. Life is over. That's one of the biggest signs that you have a problem, big home. 6 kids and you talking about planning a fucking carnival getaway to the Bahamas and shit like that. That shit is over with. It's 6 kids in this motherfucker. This is what I'm saying, big home. You setting yourself up for failure. If you see and you feel that there are nab tendencies in the woman that you're dating, the best thing for you to do, no matter how good the head is, no matter how good she fuck, no matter how long y'all been together, all that fucking high school sweetheart shit, that shit died just as soon as you turn 25. Or the first time you get that, as soon as y'all move into that new apartment, that whole high school sweetheart shit is dead. High school ain't have shit to do with no motherfucking, man, I just hollered at Big Home the other night. That nigga said them folks didn't ran the fucking rent from goddamn or $1,000 a month to now it's about to be $2,500 a month. It's real shit going on. Not to mention, you got all these new diseases. You got all the gas going up. And you around this motherfucker talking about, I ain't just finna be staying in no house. My life ain't over. Oh, shit. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. You got hell on your hand, yo. Whenever there's multiple kids in the house and you got somebody who taking pictures sideways like they in fucking middle school, you got problems on your hands. Just as soon as you can't hold the children, y'all couldn't hold the children if y'all both picked them up. As soon as you got more children and you can carry, all that fucking social media posting pictures shit is done. And that's the type of insanity that's going to drive a nigga to the point where I'm dead anyway. And it's all fun and games until you have this situation where it's Fox 10 News.
A beloved mother attacked and murdered inside a minivan, investigators say by her own boyfriend. Tonight, we're learning more about the victim and what led up to this tragedy. Fox 29's CHEATlNG KlD reports.
That mother of 6 children was brutally stabbed in front of this grocery store in broad daylight on Saturday. And now the father of her children is charged with murder, and her family hopes that her death serves as a wake-up call for other women.
And when I say she was loyal to this man, very loyal.
Man, shut your sis ass up. Shut your sis ass. And that's what I'm talking about, dog. If y'all gonna go on the news, man, go ahead and say what's real, man. Say what's real, man. All that loyal shit, my nigga. Ain't no fucking loyal nothing, my nigga. Both of these motherfuckers around this bitch. Come on, my nigga. We not finna play that game, my nigga. We not finna play no fucking game. How the fuck would you know who the fuck? Dog, on some real shit. I don't give a fuck who the person is in your family, your friend. Dog, you don't know what loyal means. Did not fuck no. Let's stop playing, my nigga. Loyal means did not fuck nobody else. When you have a situation, when you put in PFAs and you got 6 kids, dog, stop acting like it's one fucking side to this shit. We all know what kind of relationship this is. We have to stop this motherfucking in front of the camera news shit. How in the fuck that's gonna wake somebody up? You around this bitch? Oh, man, yeah, it's the sweetest sweetest thing in the world. I can't imagine why she didn't never do nothing. She went down to the local place and she didn't do nothing, man, but help the elderly, community service, and didn't do nothing but help just nothing. But she would die for them, everything. No reason for this. Come on, my nigga. You done been called multiple times down there, them getting to it down the way. Come on, stop that nonsense, my nigga. We done seen these fucking relationships before. I ain't never in my life seen no fucking relationship where it's 6 kids and a nigga got his hat turned backwards and the motherfucking girl is taking pictures sideways and there's 6 kids in the house and there's loyalty. Stop with the bullshit. That's not helping nothing. If she's already gone and he's already gone, all right, we got these kids we have to take care of. But what needs to happen is what really took place needs to be spoken on. The cleanest that these children have ever been was in this fucking picture. And that's the fucking problem. Motherfucker will take months and months out to find outfits that we're going to do the blue and white color scheme. Instead of saying, hey, we need to go counseling. Hey, grandma, hey, we need y'all to take these kids because we on the brink. Whenever you got to put a PFA out and you back living with the nigga, come on. Hey, man. Hey, man. You're not helping nobody by painting the picture incorrectly. You're not helping nobody like that. Everybody, and that's our issue. First, if you don't want to tell the truth, now stay from in front of them white folks. You don't want to tell the white folk what's going on in our community, all good. Stay the fuck from around it. Because you're going to start some shit, because now you're going to make his family come out and say what, because they keep talking about his record. They talking about his record. Now, and what a motherfucker gonna make me do is go ahead and find out. It was a woman who just didn't a woman just go in the hospital and kill all her children. Stop giving these people this fucking ammunition. This was a fucked up situation from the very beginning. His family told him to get the fuck away from her. Her family told her to get the fuck away from him. We done seen this shit a million times. Anybody who's ever lived in real life has seen this a million times. They was in love with each other. That's why the PFA couldn't keep them apart. I ain't never in my fucking life. The bitch went down and put a restraining order, a PFA, whatever she put, in the nigga back in the house and they ain't in the... She would kill a bitch as soon as she find out that nigga fucking with her. They deep in love, and this is what happens. You not helping nothing. You're not going to fix your relationship with children, sweetheart. The only way that relationship is going to get fixed is if you put the time into it. How in the fuck are you going to put time into a relationship with 6 kids and every time you turn around, you got a newborn in the house? Stop with the bullshit, man. Stop with the bullshit. It's not on nobody's side of the lane. We done seen bitches stab niggas. We done seen niggas stab. We done seen this shit before. And the shit don't come from nowhere. You think that arguing shit, that break up to make up shit, you think that shit is cute and fun. There is no fucking way that you have too many kids to hold in both of your arms and you're on this motherfucker posting pictures sideways, trying to show motherfuckers you still bad. Are you serious? I didn't, and like I said, when Bianca sent me this shit, man, I really wanted to take more time on it, but this shit is getting out of control. It's really getting out of control. If you are in a relationship, stop. You know what? In the black community, our issue is everything that the other people do, we think that's just out of the question for us. Whether it be therapy, a rehab center, marriage counseling, divorce, real separation, putting a lawyer there, a mediator. Our community, we feel like they will laugh at us if we do these things. We don't want to do it because we don't want nobody to find out. So what we put is this right here. And this is what you see. And then the next thing you see, you know, people laughed at me when I spoke about the 3 S's and celibacy, most definitely celibacy. I always get a response of you know, laughter, or you know what I'm saying, like it can't be real. Like it can't be real or some shit like that, or it don't make sense. And I mean, mostly it's because the people that I'm saying it to don't have anything. They don't have anything to lose. So you wouldn't take that much precaution in making sure that you don't make no big mistake, which you will when you on drugs, which you will when you around motherfuckers, and which you will when it's time to fuck. We have to admit that when we on drugs, we're not ourselves. When we get around our homeboys, our homegirls, we're not ourselves. These are the times when shit that's outside of our character, that's when it happens. Because we got a homeboy who can't do no fighting, but he like to talk in the club, and we feel like we got to back him up. We on the pills and we just retarded. We would never, you know what I'm saying, try to take some out the store right in front of motherfucker, but we on them balls, so we just do it because fuck it. And then when it's time to fuck, like, why in the fuck would I fuck this bitch raw? I just met her. Fuck it. I'm hard, she wet. This bitch wanna fuck. Why would I, like, you know, in that moment, herpes and AIDS and HIV, none of that shit is not, no, hell no, she ain't got that shit. What are the odds? You know what I'm saying? My nigga, you're in a house right now. You're in a house, you're in a situation where you don't understand how this shit got to this point, how it went off the rails. And honestly, what it was time. The same thing that's supposed to heal, it spoiled the relationship. That first 60 days, the first 3 months even, it's honeymoon phase. Y'all are just getting to know each other, special little Easter eggs. Y'all are learning about each other. Oh man, we was born at the same time. Oh, we graduated the same year, and all of these things. Oh, you went to college, I went to college. Military, I went to the military. We're finding every reason for us to get closer and for us to do what we want to do, which is fuck. That's period, point blank. Period, point blank. When we first meet someone, the first thought is fucking. It's fucking. Can I see myself fucking this person? And the sooner that you admit that, the sooner that you can fix that. If you continue to play the game like, oh no, I want somebody that I can talk to. No. If that was the case, then as soon as the fucking went out the window, y'all wouldn't be at odds. The reason why she's doing all this shit and trying to take pictures in front of you and trying to show you that she's a bad bitch and she's still a bad bitch. She's trying to show you that, yeah, it's niggas who still want me. And she's trying to, hey, when we first met, she has that in her mind. When we first met, I couldn't keep you off of me. Now, after we moved in, after we had our first child, after we got married, you barely even look at me. But you're spending time in your phone, and you have to understand the mindset of a woman, and you have to know who are you dealing with. Did she like that? You know what I'm saying? Did she let you fuck on the first night? What was it about to her? If these are the things that was put in the beginning, my nigga, you in a fucked up spot. I still tell you to leave, but that's what you wanted. It's truly and really, it's your fault. You put up a front that you could not keep up. Why would she think that this shit would go away later on? That's not what you showed her. You would go to the job, take her flowers. Oh, yeah, fixing a children's bike. You know what I'm saying? Taking the spot of their father. You know, all this shit that you was doing. You was doing all that because it was fun to fuck her. And then when it wasn't fun to fuck, it's like, fuck that. You know, I fuck with you. See, as soon as you back up out of that shit, you can see like, damn, and that's why I'm saying, no, we're not doing no fucking for the first year. And you can play it how you want, 60 days, 90 days. I'm saying a year because once again, I'm someone who's put time into something that I'm trying to build. I don't have time for this fucking nonsense that's going to come with this shit. If furthermore, I don't think that I'm fixed. I haven't fixed some of my flaws to where I can be and coexisting with someone, having someone depend on me for moral support, emotional support, spiritual support. That's what you're entering. You're not 16, 19. Stop, kill that high school sweetheart bullshit. Say what you want. If you want to fuck, say you want to fuck. Let that be known. But if you keeping that to yourself because you want to fuck and you feel like she won't fuck, if you tell her you want to fuck, then whatever you get is on you. Whatever hell you unleash is on you. You gave a false narrative. And as soon as you was done with it and you was bored of it, and we can do that when we 20 years old and shit like that. But as soon as the children start coming out, that shit is dead. If we talk about how we stop this shit and all that, we now on some real shit. And I can't believe I'm saying this. Nigga gotta grow the fuck up on some real shit. This is why you're supposed to go hard in your 20s and all that. But y'all niggas is 40, 50 years old and you stabbing and shooting bitches to death. Now, just off of just off of the holes that you're gonna miss alone. Like, I can't get no more bitches if I go to prison. So I'm just gonna walk away on this right here. You know what I'm saying? Because I got so many other bitches I want to fuck. But a lot of you niggas have taken the role of a woman on some shit. Like, you know, it used to be back in the day, it used to be like the girl would say, you took my best years from me. I wasted my best years on you when I could have been out here finding somebody who was really for me. And that's how you niggas is feeling. And I don't get, I'm sorry, I don't get that. I don't get that, my nigga. I don't get it. That is a parallel universe I don't understand, because like I tell, you know, the guys I have in my consultations, when we're talking about relationships, which is $100 an hour, if you need to talk, holler at me and we can, you know, make something happen. Please holler at me before. If you feel that you in a claustrophobic situation, hit me up immediately. Listen to me, my nigga. You are not light years away from this point. You are one drink too many. You are one text message. If she sends you a picture of her fucking somebody else, my nigga, you going in the same direction, because you've been enveloped into this relationship to where you can't see nothing else. This is why he turned himself in. This is why he turned himself in. He didn't understand what he did until it was too late. In that moment of pure rage, that's gonna be that. That's a whole nother. Rage comes from love. Rage is a very deep emotion. Rage. Thinking of rage, you know, it feels like something that should be inside of a cell or something like that, something that should be contained. And that's exactly what a relationship feels like when it's over and you're still there. As soon as you walk into the house, you just feel the tension. Don't matter what y'all, hey babe, don't matter what y'all say to each other. You know that it's hatred in the house. You know that at any moment she can turn around and say, so you still talking to this bitch? You can have all the makeup sex that you want. As long as that's still there, it's over. The only place you can go. That's the only place you can go. What the fuck is going on? It's the only place you can go. The outside world doesn't even exist. The only thing that matters is this conversation, and you're not understanding how you're not being understood. And this misunderstanding will lead to a 100-year sentence. Rage, there's no thought behind it. It's just, I need to get this out of me. And then after looking at what you did and realizing it, now you try to clean it up. And that's when the kids end up getting harmed. A lot of y'all don't even understand how much you don't care about your children. If we not gonna keep it real, I'm gonna ride. A lot of y'all don't even understand how much you don't give a fuck about your children. What's going on? Oh, you know I'm throwed off, man. You know I'm throwed. Katrina Gibbs on the line. Am I tripping in here? Let me know now. I'm just trying to talk.
No, you.
I'm just trying to talk.
Good.
I'm trying to talk.
You all good. You got on that topic about them kids, how people don't really realize how much they don't care about them kids.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I felt like I had to call in.
Talk about it now. Keep it real. Keep it real. Now, I'm not trying to go nowhere.
Most of the people you got on the thumbnail, them two different dudes. I don't think people see that them two different dudes.
Yeah,
them two different dudes.
Yeah, those two different dudes. Yeah, that's two different dudes. That's two different dudes.
Yeah, but the situation is so crazy to speak on.
Yeah.
Because we know, let's just be for real and let's just be human.
Oh,
right?
Lord.
He didn't just haul off and just say one day, oh, I'm a stabber and kill her, right? Nope. That didn't just happen one day, right?
No.
We all, if we gonna speak and speak honestly, he been putting hands on this girl. Now, how do you get to 6 kids?
That's it.
If he been putting hands on you? He been putting hands on you before baby number 4.
That's right.
Before number 2.
That's right.
And you just stuck it in there, like you just stayed in there. That be my thing about women. Like you don't want to blame her because she gone, but at the same time, for any woman that's living in this situation, bitch, it's starting to break out.
What?
And people say like, oh, she had a order of protection for him to stay away.
Stop it.
None of that at 6 kids.
That's right.
You're staying away after 6 kids. Real and the smallest one was a baby.
Real talk. You can see it on the screen.
And see, this is where we be having. Sometimes you gotta get the fuck off the internet. And this is what I'm saying. Like, so if we're going to speak about this honestly, she put the baby girls on the internet telling them, you beautiful. Yeah, we beautiful. You great. Yeah, we great. But then you getting off this internet and you getting your ass whooped by that.
Real talk.
So what are you really teaching the girl? To be good in public.
Heavy.
And get your ass whooped in the house.
Heavy.
You're not giving them a real lesson. Because yes, everything that you was doing for them girls and saying to those girls is beautiful for the internet.
Yep.
But when you put the phone down and they see you get manhandled by that, they think that's cool too.
And let me do this because I want to be honest. In these situations, I haven't known 6 kids with an abusive dude. I've never known a girl that was not also abusive. I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna say it.
Yeah, I think I'll rock with you with that. Where I'm not putting that past nobody.
Okay.
We probably was putting hands on each other. Right?
Yes.
6 kids? Yeah, I feel you. I feel you.
Yeah.
Because sometimes in any situation, that I've seen, to be honest.
Hold on. The phone went out. Say it again.
I said the situations that I seen where the woman was getting her ass whooped, I ain't never seen it go past 2 kids. So I can see 6 kids. We in here fighting. And maybe
Real talk.
got fed up. But all I'm saying is, if you really going, and this is the thing about the internet and doing it for the internet, if you're going to really do it, really live what you're saying. Don't be just painting a beautiful picture for us, like you were saying. Don't don't be putting out the beautiful picture for us and
Real
then
talk.
really gang banging in the house on each other.
Mm.
Really tell them girls, get away from this dude, man. I was listening to some other content creator, and she was saying like, "Oh, y'all put me down." She was reading one of her IG posts or something. Y'all be putting me down because I have so many kids, but let it be known. Here you go. Let it be known. I got one baby dad. What? Like what? Like, oh, so that's the big.
that's the comeback. That's the comeback.
Yeah, like that's the comeback. Like if that's what you're supposed to be like, I got one baby dad. They all by the same dad.
Yeah.
And then he the one who turned around and killed you. Of course, you don't hear me talking anymore, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it's fuck. Just live what you really saying, y'all. Like even when Ayo was talking, see, and that's the thing about it. Like is really him. I am really me. It's cool to be in the comments and be on social media as somebody else, but be who you really are and stand on it. It's okay to stand on who you are. Not painting no beautiful picture for the world to see and then really something else behind closed doors, man.
That is exactly right.
It's always gonna get exposed. That's what people need to understand in their head. I don't care if it takes 1 year or 10.
That's right.
It's gonna come out.
That's right. And
the world is gonna see.
That's and you know, and that, but I think that is where the internet really fucked us, because it put another wall on you. You know, when you showing these pictures, that's the fourth wall. Now, not only is it the neighborhood that I'm trying to make believe that it's all good, but now it's the world. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then, you know, shit gets serious. When I see shit like this picture right here, it make me feel like, you know, she's trying to start a YouTube channel. Even as I'm looking at the face, looking at her face on this picture, and you know what? I'm about to play a clip because there was speak of mental illness. Let me play this right fast. Let's look at this. Hold on. Because that fourth wall that gets put up once you get on the internet and you are ashamed of actually leaving. And you, let's talk about this now. Hold on. We got to talk about this. 6 kids. Where else could she go? How hard is it with 6 kids to start another relationship? How old is she? First of all,
I think they said she was like 37. Now I ain't standing on that, but I think she was like 37 because I said 37 with 6 kids. God damn, you was getting it in. Like,
yeah.
And they babies. I think the oldest one is 10, and then the little one is a little baby.
5 months,
like,
yeah.
Yeah, like, ooh.
Yeah, they were. And
women.
And I think
women.
and you know, and
get out.
I'm looking at it. I'm looking at it. 6 kids. Y'all are legally married. Y'all are legally married. This ain't no summertime fling. And that's another thing. I guess motherfuckers get, you know, they get they eyes perked up when they hear, you know, a PFA and a restraining order. That's normal shit when you're in these hood relationships. That like this is what we do. You know what I'm saying? You get a text message, it make you mad, and now, you know, the quickest way to make a motherfucker show up at your house is to tell them some shit and then saying, now you blocked. So now they feel like whatever they say back, you not gonna feel it. We're in a war. I'm trying to hurt you, you're trying to hurt me. This is where all the stinking pussy, little dick, I fucked your sister, bitch, and all the laughing faces. This is where that shit goes. Let's be for real. This is where it and this is the fight. I want you to be mad as fuck, but this is normal for us. And this is the danger of having disrespect and war with each other is normal for y'all, because then who can step in? We just saw the video. Let me, do I got that video of the girl who called her brothers? Oh, here we go. Let me show this.
No! Don't stand there, girl!
You okay?
There you have it. There you have it. This is what happens when war is normal. When war is normal, you get your brother involved, you get your sister involved, whatever is going to hurt that person. If you say something and it doesn't hurt them, then you need to come back with something harder. And then when you finally do hurt them, you feel like you won, but then you end up getting shot to death, stabbed to death, beheaded. The whole point is for you to be as mad as I am. And once you're mad as I am, I'm leveled out. I'm still mad, but I live on this level. Normal person is walking around at 0, positive, all good, maybe even a +1. But we live in the -5. That's why when you walk in the house, you outside just trying to get your level to a -2, just so you don't walk in the house on 10, on -10. Regular people are walking around at a +2, +3, and all that right there. Your life at 6 kids, your life has, if you guys are on -5 one day, that's a good day. That's another thing. When we had, come on, we were doing good today. Arguments are regular. And as Katrina just told you, and you know, I talk about this so much, but I have to give credit to mother for not showing me that, you know, for me not seeing that, you know what I'm saying, not seeing her argue with another grown person to where I gotta pick sides and all this shit like this here. Living in a house where the regular is an argument. If blows get thrown, then it's gonna be a whole conversation had, like mom and daddy love each other. It's just sometimes, and it's like Katrina was saying, how the fuck? What the fuck? Hold on, mama. You tell every time we ask you, you saying that you love yourself and everything that you telling us, but this is what love looks like. How in the fuck can you get confused at this being the cycle if this is where this shit coming from? So once again, it goes back to exactly what I said. You don't even understand how much you don't give a fuck about your children. If you actually gave a fuck about your children, then you wouldn't mind putting your pussy in a fucking box and throwing away the key. If it costs me my children's respect, their perspective of what love and relationships are, if it costs me to destroy that shit to where they think this shit is normal, I will go celibate forever, because I don't want them to see this. But that's not what's going on. You round this bitch taking pictures sideways, trying to make him mad. Trying to make him mad. Because one thing is for sure, and anyone in a relationship or have been in a serious relationship where y'all stay together, you know this. That person that you're in that real relationship with, one thing is for certain. A stranger could tell you some shit, and that person tell you the same shit, and you would fucking put hands on that motherfucker in front of police. They know how to get to you. That was the part of falling in love, is that y'all knew sensitive information about each other. She know what makes you mad. You know what makes her mad. If you wake up wanting to be evil one day, you can tell her about, you know what I'm saying, a pussy problem she having. She can tell you about how you let them niggas down there rob you and you ain't do shit. It's a hurting game. At no point do the most consideration that you give your children is maybe closing the door in that bullshit apartment or fucking house. Look at this fucking house, my nigga. These walls is thin as toilet paper. I'm not talking about Charmin. Or no, I'm talking about, nigga, you know what toilet paper I'm talking about. Closing the door ain't doing shit. Embarrassing them. Y'all living in an apartment complex. You embarrassing them. They got to go out there and play with their friends that stay next door. You don't give a fuck about them kids. Shut the fuck up. If you cared about them kids, you wouldn't mind sacrificing having the last word. Stop all this fucking a motherfucker dead and that's the fucking problem. And see, you know, we can fault the other people for being too nosy. They want to know everything. They want to uncover everything and all that. They would never have somebody die and be like, oh, we can't fuck with them no more. Let's see what happened to the next. We got to wait. No, they're going to do an autopsy on the body and see what the fuck is going on. Dying does not absolve you from your sins. And the fact that you try to do this with women, it's a problem. It's a problem. Because as soon as a bitch stab a nigga, it's she was beating, he was beating her and she finally had enough. Stop with that bullshit, man. Now you making the family of the dude come out like, hold on, man. Yeah, what the fuck kind of shit is this? So any nigga that gets stabbed by a bitch just automatically, so it can't be that she was mad that he was cheating and no shit like that. It automatically, he was, stop with that bullshit. Call it even down the middle. No matter what side, that's why a lot of y'all is fucked up now. Because you feel like, look at this. Look at this. This video right here is coming out on the Patreon.
No! Don't stand there, girl!
You okay? You okay?
I think it cut you off.
Oh man.
Talk on it.
That was my damn headphone had bleeped me out.
Okay, yeah.
Remember when I told you about I don't call my brothers unless I know it's time for this type of action?
Yes.
This is basically what I was saying.
Yeah, I spoke about that in the video.
Call your brothers, you don't call your brothers for just any old regular argument with your boyfriend.
Mm-hmm.
And see, this boyfriend was on 10.
Yep.
And he just let it go. The part that I was just laughing at was the people across the street.
Oh, yeah.
Now, the reason I'm laughing
Real talk.
is because it was all good when it was an argument. You was recording, you doing this, yeah, girl. Then when gunfire start happening, you like, no. It's like, what? It was all good until it went deadly.
Yep.
Until we took it all the way there, it was all good. It was funny. It was jokes. It was something to record. And I'm gonna show my girl when she get off work. It was all that. Cause I'm pretty sure y'all across the street. I'm pretty sure you and your bitch up in the house. Oh, they at it again. You hear them across the street.
Yep.
You hear them all outside.
Yep.
And y'all sit there, and that's why you was recording, cause your bitch at work, and you gonna record to show her later. Like, look. look, babe. But now the nigga start shooting. Now you.
No! Oh, man, no!
Yeah, like, nah, chill. If you gonna enjoy the drama, enjoy all the drama that comes with it. Same shit that, what's his name? 21 Savage. They were just getting on 21 Savage's ass about.
What happened?
Oh, no, stop all the gun violence. Niggas is looking like, what? This is all you rap about. How you gonna sit up here and start talking about stop all the gun violence?
Real talk.
Nigga, you stand out here, this is what you promote. This
Real
is
talk.
what we like you for. Now that it's getting closer and closer and closer and closer to your home, and you ain't liking how it's looking in Atlanta, you want people to stop? Nigga, you come throw a couple turkeys at folks, and you want people to stop? He said that. I'll be doing toy drives. I'll be feeding the homeless, and you think that's gonna stop gun violence? This is what I'm saying, though. I'm saying, like, enjoy all the drama.
Real talk.
Enjoy it all, because you love being there.
Mm-hmm.
You love constantly keeping that dumb shit up.
That's right.
So you gotta like it all, even when the motherfuckers start shooting.
Yep.
And capping motherfuckers out.
and kill your family member with a stray bullet.
Yeah.
That's right. Love it all.
Like, so, what is we? And this is even back to the relationship shit. You can't just want the good shit for the internet and then think we ain't supposed to be good in the house. How we supposed to be good on the internet and then we going at it in the house all day? Like you said, war. Niggas really be in war with each other.
Real talk.
The relationship, I'm saying.
Yeah.
Boyfriend and girlfriend be really in war with each other. And that shit is crazy because it is just drama filled. And this is all we be knowing, just the dysfunction of it all.
And you know, and the thing, and like I said, I feel like in order for it to be a boil over, there has to be love there. You seeing him fuck some, and so let me go back to this picture. And once again, there are guys, and listen. You listen to what she's saying. She's saying, be yourself. You know what I'm saying? And that's not to say, oh yeah, you're gonna love me how I am. It's not to say that if you don't take baths, yeah, this is who I am. No, you have to be open to betterment. If you can be better, then be better.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? You know, like, no, I was born stupid, so I'm gonna stay stupid. Like, I ain't going to college because I wasn't born with it. Like, don't take the words. So when the way that you're living right now, it has to actually pass the fucking test. You can't just say that it's right. Now, you can say that's you, and then it's on that person to say, well, I'm not dealing with that. And what I was saying earlier about a lot of people are fucked up, and this is very big. A lot of people are fucked up because, and I was saying that dying doesn't absolve you from your sins. A lot of people are fucked up because they don't want to. Oh, you can see a nab and a nothing ass nigga as long as they're not in your circle. But if it's your family, your mother, your father, your brother, your sister, nephew, niece, cousin, as long as it's in girlfriend, boyfriend, as long as it's in your circle, then you don't give a fuck about them being a nothing ass nigga who's out this bitch selling fake pills and shit like that. Now niggas want to kill him. Hell no. Around this bitch giving motherfuckers STDs and niggas want to do something to them. No, you ain't gonna do shit to my. No, that's how you get fucked up, and that's how you run up in a fucking house and get murdered. And you're not gonna get no justice because you ran up into another nigga's residence. That's a free kill. It's a free kill. And like I said, that video, I don't know how long I went. I think it was 45 minutes. I spoke on that topic of them niggas running up in that fucking house trying to fucking be Superman about they sister getting into another argument with her fucking boyfriend or baby daddy. Like, if your sister, it doesn't matter who it is, if they're a nothing ass nigga or a nothing ass bitch, you have to be a woman or man enough to say, I got my own family. I can't go run up in no nigga house and something go wrong, and then I go to prison and I look on social media and here they is in a fucking picture holding up all the children. I don't give a fuck if you mug it, huh?
Hey, I was just about to tell you.
Go ahead.
I literally just talked to somebody doing this, right? So I'm standing in front of somebody, right? Okay, this is a person that I know, love, and everything, right? So we talking to each other. They get a call, and you can immediately see how pissed they got, right? They get so pissed that I asked them like a simple question, like, what's 1 + 1? And they can't even answer. That's how pissed off they are. They like, and I just started laughing. I'm like, yo, you really on fucking fire. I'm like, I'm like, if you can see how stupid your face look. Look how stupid your face look. And I was telling them, if it ain't about you, your children, and your mates, and your little household, it shouldn't get you that fucking angry. Anything outside of that little household, fuck it. It ain't even that deep.
So it wasn't.
You know what I'm saying?
It wasn't their mate. It was like someone on the internet.
No, it wasn't nothing on the internet. It was just somebody else that they got to deal with too. I just got to deal with you, but you're outside of my home. I really don't even have no fucking dealings with you anymore. But I'm still connected to you. So it's like, bitch, stop calling me. You have no reason to call me, but you still want to bicker, fuck around with me, and blah, 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 blah. And who knows what anybody could be doing after hours. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know. I can't police everybody. You know what I mean? So, but I'm just seeing it like, but I'm just telling them, like, man, it shouldn't even be that fucking deep. Like, look how all the anger that you bringing into yourself for some shit that's happening on the outside. Just like with this girl calling her brother. Your brothers already know you ain't on shit. They know you. They probably don't even like you. Like, man, I'm just always talking shit. And they just ran up in the house on the stress of you being their sister. They don't even like you. So they ran up in the house and got smoked out by a family member they don't even really fuck with like that.
And that...
Because you was yelling and screaming and doing whatever the fuck you was doing over the phone to make them come.
Yep.
And that's what I'm saying. If them two boys, however they living, if they got children, if they don't got children, you have a life outside of your sister. If you would have just said, hey, man, she be on that dumb shit, I'm going back to mom's house, I'm going back to my house, I'm going to work, whatever. I'm not going over there. Stay within yourself. Do what's best for you. Not run around and just because I'm doing something on the strength of sister.
And see, what happens with that, and this is, once again, this is how corrosive our neighborhoods are. When the word get back that it's a nigga that's dogging, and sometimes it might even be that family member, that sister, be like, I ain't calling them pussy ass niggas. Them niggas ain't on shit. Them niggas, swear to God, they gangsters, and them niggas ain't on. So if you supposed to be that, and somebody's doing something to your sister and you don't come, it's like, well, them niggas ain't on shit. Them niggas wouldn't even go fight for their sister. I won't let nobody do shit to my sister. And that is like I said, anywhere where stupidity is celebrated, it's gonna be a lot of goddamn violence. It's gonna be some bullshit anywhere.
I understand. I understand what you're saying.
That's what it is.
Talk, I understand. Like I tell everybody, I understand. I'm on the outside of of things when it comes to regular, normal shit. I know I'm going to be the one that's going to be out of the box with it. I already know, and it's okay. But I'm okay with taking this position. See, a lot of people aren't okay with taking this position because they do like the drama. And that's the other thing. Like, the thing about our neighborhoods, or like you said, you might know a nab, you might know a nothing ass nigga, right? But the thing is, people be entrenched, engulfed with the story so much.
That's right.
That they not letting that story go. Because they want to tell Shelly and Kelly and whoever the fuck else up the street. And they want to keep it going. Blah, 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 blah. Drama, 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 drama. So many people love the story that's why that kind of dysfunctional shit just stay going and going and going. And it really feeds on.
And no lie, that is the exact reason why a lot of these channels thrive. And they know it. Tasha, I shouldn't be saying name, but these channels where the mess is at, that's how they win. Messy, that is truly an addiction, no different than pills, weed, and all of that. Like the same way how she's saying that a person will get all, you know, heavy about something that's not even in their life. A person will start licking their fingers and can't wait to call somebody and say, did you see what the hell? Oh, girl, I knew she was on something. Just listening, and that's how these channels thrive. Whether it be Kelly Price, Jill Scott, motherfuckers don't give a fuck who the mess is about. Now, they love the mess that's actually in their town. So if they stay in the city in New Orleans, West Philadelphia, whatever, they love those local stories. But until they get that hit, they'll take the mess of the world. They just need drama. And for you, Big Home, if you find, because if it's a nigga like that, then it's already over with. But if the girl is on that type of shit, she stays up on everything, but she ain't moved out her room, ain't made a move, ain't did nothing. It's just her whole shit is consumed with mess, then it's on you to see that and really take care of that and say, okay, yeah, that whole thick as fuck. And but it's going to end up bad. It's going to end up bad because that drama is needed more than anything. Like they've already become accustomed to that drama. That drama has become a substitute partner for them. So if I don't have a partner, all I need is another messy bitch. This is what Bigo is. Bigo is that shit encompassed. But like I said, Bigo really threw me off because Bigo is old niggas and bitches. It's old, and you think that they would get off that, but then you look at some of these motherfuckers on YouTube that just love to give the fucking mess and spill the fucking tea. It's like, yeah, you should already know that motherfuckers don't, you know, just grow out of that shit. You know what I'm saying? If that shit is in you, it's in you to need to know. And just will walk down to the house down the street. Girl, what happened, girl? I told him. I said, see, that's why I stay in the church. And it's like, whoa. Like, whoa, like, so hold on. So you think that because, and that's a whole nother situation. But bottom line, period, what it comes down to is most of us are not ready. Really, we're not ready to be honest. You know, you ask motherfuckers will say they're gonna be them and all that, but then it's like, okay, well, you need to be that on the first date. If you really stood on that, then you wouldn't twist that for nobody. This is those internet niggas. You will come in the chat and talk about how horrible women are, but then as soon as you get off, you look at my phone and it's like I've unsubscribed. I don't give a fuck what's going on. If you have a bitch on if you post a video of a bitch twerking, I'm fucking blocking you immediately because I understand what that is and what it will do to a nigga. You know what I'm saying? And so it's like, and I don't understand why a nigga would even post that. I don't understand why niggas post bitches twerking and shit like that. It's like you really praising that motherfucker. But I'm saying you're not being who you are. And so even if you do like IG models, nigga, then stand on that. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and be a perv and a creep. But the issue becomes you're two-faced. You're trying to blend in with everybody. If these people are talking about this, then you own that. If these people are talking about this, then you own that. You know what I'm saying? Like, as I'm thinking about it, honestly, being yourself is the hardest thing a motherfucker could do these days. That I can't even figure that out. That's crazy. Being yourself, hard. Man.
I can't really even go around family, to be honest. This is just real shit.
That's real.
Because I'll be like, I'm not like y'all, man. And I'm saying it from the point of, and don't know me. I don't give a fuck about who baby dad did what and what baby mama did what, and who ain't got no money for the rent and whose lights went off and they need food stamps. I don't give a fuck about none of that. Like, stop talking to me about that dumbass shit. I'm not engaging with it. Let's talk about something else. And when you tell people let's talk about something else other than the family, other than other motherfuckers, they ain't got shit to talk about.
Not a damn thing.
You be sitting there quiet in the motherfucker, and they think you too good. Oh, look, you think you too good. Like, oh shit.
That's the best, and that is the best. That's the best way to make a motherfucker think that you too high on the hog or some shit like that when you don't want to gossip.
Yeah, like because I'll get asked, oh, you hear about this? Man, listen, I don't give a fuck about none of that. I'll be at home with my children. Ain't none of that right there gonna help me nothing. That's why I don't talk about it. That's why I don't get on the phone about it. That's why don't nobody call me about the shit. Oh, you ain't hear about it? I know. Because I don't give a fuck. You know what I give a fuck about, to be honest?
What is
my
it?
Children, my home, and how to make more fucking money. That's all I give a fuck about. I don't give a fuck about this drama shit.
Real talk.
I don't. I barely give a fuck about my brothers and sisters and shit. Because what they on? Y'all not on nothing to help me out in the world.
Real talk.
I'm not saying that you got to give me a handout. What I'm saying is, how do we elevate? Your mind isn't growing at all. Nowhere in the world is it growing. You can't even tell me facts about Columbus, Ohio. And you've been here all your goddamn life.
And you know, and that's
I don't really like y'all like that. And it's not to say that I don't love y'all. I just don't get what y'all on. And I'm not on what y'all on, and I do look like the outsider. So go ahead. I'm sorry.
No. You exactly right. And that's big to say in itself, is that I don't relate with my family. And it's like I can't, because it's like, how in the fuck y'all out this bitch having a good time playing the blues and drinking fucking beers, and just gallivant? Ain't nobody talking about nothing that they working on. There is no working on. Everybody is just it's just understood that she work at the gas station, he work up there at the fast food, and you know he got him an okay job because he working with a fucking a temp agency, and that is just regular life, and you're supposed to be okay with that. And once again, if that is your mindset to where you don't get along with so like the family just want to, let's go baby to the hole in the wall, they want to listen to the blues and drink Keystones and shit like that, and you're just not with being around motherfuckers that don't have a productive conversation. If I'm on the phone with a motherfucker, and like I said, but that's heavy though. That is extremely heavy, because you will be the odd person out. And if it's heavy enough to where you don't find an outlet or a niche of people who think like you will start to think that you're insane or something wrong with you.
Yeah.
You'll start thinking that your mind, it might as well be on, I'm gonna jump off a building and fly. You know, that's how motherfuckers, you thinking outside the box is as fucking absurd as a motherfucker trying to jump off a building and fucking fly. You know what I'm saying? Like, why? Even having a different outlook. So if they do jump into some political shit, it is straight off of a fucking script. Oh, the Republican, they racist as hell. They finna drop the bomb. Dog, that I heard that shit directly from the news. You saying exactly what they told you. And it's like the fact that you don't have any issue with the news. This is a very dangerous place. It's an extremely dangerous place, because not having people that are around you that, think the way that you think, motherfuckers could start looking at you crazy and shit like that. But it's like, no, what I'm saying is that how long you been since you had sex? Hell no. I ain't going 30 minutes without me some. Hell no. 3 S's in my ass. You better get with these motherfucking 3. And And it's like, no, I'm saying I did the 3 S's so that I can fit. I don't give a damn why the hell you did the 3 S's. I'm finna get me some. And it's like the nigga who talking is a nigga who don't get no bitches. And it's like, what the fuck are you talking about? What the fuck are you talking about, Bill? Like, the fuck? Like, you not no nigga that get no hoes. What the fuck do you mean you not going 3 minutes without thinking about it? Like, bitches aren't attracted to you. The fuck are you? But he's thinking that that's what he's supposed to say. And that's why when a person is brave enough to be who they are. And so that's what I'm saying. When you say be yourself, it's, for me, all I can think of is I have to know that I'm not a normal person. The normal person is going to take be yourself as just be your fucked up self, and anybody who doesn't like it, fuck them. And that's how they do it. They manipulate the words. It's like, no, like, stop living off of a script, dog. Even if you are, I don't want to say that because a coon is the same thing. You're not being yourself. Like, the definition of a coon is you're doing something to impress someone else. That's the whole problem. Instead of trying to impress somebody, do what you want to do. Everything should be inside of a parameter of something that's right, not something that's wrong. You know what I'm saying? If what you want to do is something that's wrong, then you should go get therapy and stuff like that. But even with that, you need to address that and not hide it behind some type of bullshit job or in some type of bullshit job at the church and feel like, well, I'm going to church, so it's not really fucked up that I have these type of urges. That is the problem, is that instead of you being yourself, and if something is wrong with your regular self, actually addressing that and fixing it, you will just act like somebody else and try to compensate for all the wrong that's in you by trying to do some good shit. And that's how we have so many situations where people in high places are, getting hit for these fucked up crimes. They try to compensate for the evil that's within them. So, the shit really get deep, and it gets to a point where it's like, if you're not of a certain, situation, you're not even gonna hear what's being said. So that's really a heavy, this ideology, is to stop caring about other people. And I can understand it completely. It's like, y'all are in these pictures. You took these pictures while y'all were beefing. You can clearly look at her face and tell, like, there's something wrong here. Now, a lot of girls will not smile, because if I'm looking through her pictures, I'm not seeing no picture where she's smiling. A lot of girls would do that because they don't like the way their teeth look. You know what I'm saying? And so it's never a smile or whatever like that. But it's like I said, for you niggas, how can I say this? Like, y'all niggas are lonely. You're lonely. And you're getting put in these situations, and because you're trying to fit in with society, you're suppressing your feelings. And that's how it comes out in an extremely violent episode, is because you suppressed it so long because you felt like that's not what the world needs to see. And you won't leave because a man is supposed to stand by his woman. Well, a man is also not supposed to stab his woman to death. So you got to choose which one you want to do. You know what I'm saying? You're in a situation. If I'm in a relationship, and this is something that you have to learn, but if you're in a relationship and you have to talk to your partner like a child, you should no longer be sexually, and this is just my way of thinking. After you have to talk to them like a child and it's still not getting through, you shouldn't be sexually attracted to them anymore. Because if you find out, and let me play this clip before I forget, because there was a word of mental illness. Let me play it. Hold on.
Of 6 who was stabbed to death on Saturday morning. She's 34 years old. Her name, Ashley Blackheart, was found in her minivan. She had been stabbed on Saturday on the 5300 block of Chestnut Street. Hours later, police charged 34-year-old Raymond Thompson, the father of her children, her longtime partner. There he is before this incident occurred. She did have a protection from abuse order against him, but as so often the case, he's the father of her 6 children. They still live together and still spend time.
Pastor William Brownlee is here, senior pastor of Emmanuel Christian Center over in West Philadelphia. Ashley's first cousin. Thanks for coming in. Thank you for that. I know it's tough. Yeah. I cannot believe you and I are sitting next to each other 48 hours after you and I were together in a park in Germantown on Saturday at an anti-violence gathering, a community day. It was such a beautiful day. You got up and spoke about what we can do about gun violence and just violence in general in our city. And you walk off the stage and get a call, right? Yes. And what were you told?
That my cousin was murdered. I was found murdered in a van, which was very tragic to me. I was shocked. I'm like, wait, what? Not my cousin, not Ashley, because her knowing that she's loved by everyone, it was a very tragic news. You know, she loved everybody. I mean, she loved Raymond. She loved him profoundly.
She loved the man who killed her.
You know, Mike, oftentimes love says, I love you, even if you don't have the capacity to love me back. So she was an unconditional love. And one thing about her, she fought for him. And she was the one who loved her children. I'm talking from my experience of Ashley, her being one of my first members of Emmanuel Christian Center. I mean, Pastor, can you pray for me and the kids in Raymond? Can you pray for us? Pray for them constantly. But when love is not reciprocated, Mike, that's when it becomes dangerous.
He was on drugs.
Yeah, powerful drugs. Mental issues and drug abuse. So these things is what is prevalent in our community. And if we don't deal with this root, it'll continue to spread.
So let's just look at those beautiful little girls, because it's just heartbreaking, because you think, like, what happens to these children?
Whoa, man.
Hold on. Hey, yo, before you start,
yeah.
Did you speak on how he said he did it because he thought she was cheating? Did you speak on that yet?
What? That I ain't. This all I've seen. I didn't watch it until we got on. So what happened?
Oh, I thought that was in that clip too, because I've seen this clip too.
This clip right here?
The clip you were just playing.
All right, let me play the rest.
I think they said like at the end, but it's like all the way at the end. Maybe at the beginning, but no, because he said he did it because he thought she was cheating.
Let me see what he said. Let me see what he said. I want to feel
it. At least that's what they said he said when he turned himself in. Yeah.
Let me feel him. Hold on.
It helps us fight to kill this generational curse of division, and that they stay together. Because I understand we're all mad at Raymond, but he's still the father, the living parent that these kids have to grow up to one day face and say, "Where's my father?" So my prayer is that there's no retaliation. There's reconciliation, that forgiveness still happens, because there's something called a generational retaliation. That if we continue to retaliate, then their children are going to start, being retaliated against them. We got to stop it at the root. So my prayer is that we all fight together, and the system help us keep the kids together with the family.
How do you keep your faith going?
Constant prayer and lowering my expectations.
How so? What do you mean by that?
Because oftentimes we expect highly of people and things versus expecting highly of God. And so the more I lower my expectations in people and rely on God, when people do what they do, flaws and all, I'm accepting of it. So it's the difference between acceptance and expectation. I learn how to accept what comes and expect less of what I desire from people. So my prayer of faith is in God. That's how I keep my faith, Mike.
Yeah.
That's also such a cautionary tale, because there's so many women that are in that same circumstance. You love your abuser, and it's very complicated, and love is very complicated. And sometimes, if they really love you, they shouldn't also hurt you. But there's many different layers there that's going on. Maybe they're keep the family stable or whatever the situation is. And it can be so hard to get out. What would you want other women to hear that are in this situation that know this is like, you know, what do you want to tell them?
To see the signs. To see the signs. And I think that, and what we have at our church is domestic violence abuse ministry. We have to be able to bring awareness to these signs. And I think that we suffer for the lack of knowledge. If we don't, as a community, bring these signs, then guess what? We'll stay with expectation.
Well, he had a lot of signs.
Yes.
Wasn't he 26 prior arrests?
Hey, man. Hey, show the fucking arrest of everybody involved. Like, and see, let me play this thing, man.
Because you know someone's a bad guy, but you still love him. I mean, women, you know, a lot of people love bad guys, dangerous, this, that. It's like, it's really complicated.
And it's not like she did not try to get out of it because the PFA was there.
Right.
And my thing is, the city has to come up with a plan to have some funding just for PFAs. In other words, have people on call to respond quickly to PFAs like we do for urgent matters, because down there, even the process to get a PFA is crazy. So you want us.
Wow. Let me
to comply with the PFA, but there's not really much urgency with this PFA.
Are you fucking serious? Are you serious? She put the fucking PFA in and she was back with him. The nigga didn't break in the fucking house. They was living together. What the fuck are you talking about? Need somebody to be there. What the fuck are you talking about? This would be the reason why they don't take them bitches serious, because most motherfuckers who get a PFA or restraining order, they back with the motherfucker the same week or the same fucking day. Are you serious? See, and this is why we gotta, this nigga just placating. Why the fuck you ain't saying nothing? But see, they played it perfect because that's his family member. But say what it is, my nigga. Domestic violence go both ways. If we want to dig up a whole bunch of cases where a man was the victim, we can do that. We have to stop this fucking bullshit. Domestic violence in the hood, that you wasn't even gonna say that the girl was on drugs. So now all of a sudden we can use the same fucking excuse that the fucking white parents of the school shooters is using. Yeah, the mental illness. Are you serious? If it's mental illness and she on dope, shouldn't a lot of this shit be looked at? Like, let's look deeper and see what the fuck. Let's ask the children. And you see, and this is, once again, we have to stand fast, because you think it's all good that the man is being demonized until your son becomes a man. And now you trying to keep police off his ass and wonder why he being treated so harshly and why he got to be so hard and callous when he go outside. It's this shit. It's this shit right here. The black man is evil, and it makes it, and it penetrates the soul so much deeper when you got a black man saying it.
We have to do something. There has to be a better, in every district you have a response team.
And also, so what always typically happens is the abuser's like, oh, I love you, honey. I'm never going to do it again. I promise you, I love you. Look at all our babies. And so it's like the protection from the abuse order. So they always say a piece of paper is not going to protect you. So a lot of times it's up to the prosecutors to prosecute the case, even if the victim drops the charges, which is what we constantly say. So, but we pray to her. We pray for the girls and for you and everybody. Where's Emmanuel?
5913 Chestnut Street.
I just read it the other day. I know exactly where you are. Yeah, absolutely. Keep doing good work. We're so sorry.
All right.
Oh, but there's a GoFundMe?
Yes, there's a GoFundMe, and I just sent it to you guys.
Yeah.
It's under Lakeisha. There it is right there. Yep.
So obviously we got to help these little.
I'm trying to see the cheating part.
These beautiful faces and these girls with like all of this beautiful potential, and they can do anything, but now their mom is dead. And their dad will be in jail. And now what happens? It's like our hearts break for them.
Yeah, my desire is that the city of Philadelphia really helps them stay together with the family. Because, you know, growing up, me and my cousins were all split because of the deaths of our family. All of our aunts and uncles and my mom died. My grandmother's children died in age order. And so with us being split like that, it caused a lot of division. And we've all grown up separately, different ways. And so it was hard to stay intact, stay in touch. So my desire, my prayer that the city helps us fight to kill this generational curse of division, and that they stay together, because I understand we're all mad at Raymond, but he's still the father, the living parent that these kids have to grow up to one day.
I don't see that part.
Yeah, I heard it because I heard this whole thing earlier.
Pastor, can you pray for the kids and Raymond? Can you pray for?
Or it's at the end. Hold on, but it's when they say he turned himself in, because that's when he took his time. He came back, and that's what he told him when he turned himself in. Like, I killed her because I thought she was cheating on me. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that don't sound too heavy. That's always
the excuse.
Yeah, and
cheating on me.
Yeah, and like I said, you know, these situations is just it's sad, but like I said, a lot of y'all are in this same situation, and that's why I don't want to pay too much attention to this situation, except for the fact that you're seeing this, and once again, let me show you this video. I want to make sure that we all see this video right here. I want to make sure this video permeates in your head. Watch this.
Nigga, look, break my heart. Look me in my eyes and break my heart, nigga. But you couldn't do it. You couldn't do it. You want to go lay up with niggas and get fucked and nigga, whatever the case. You're slick, my nigga. You lied, my nigga. You're a habitual cheater, my nigga. And you have given yourself to men. You have given me STD behind this shit. Like, I'm not paranoid, cuz. You hear me? You fucked other niggas recklessly. I forgave you for it. You won't even come home, baby. You won't even come home like I'm a sucker. So watch this, Kayla. Watch this. Yeah. And carry this torch, baby. And no, I gave you a choice, and you chose this. Oh, you're so scared, right? Okay.
OCPD flooding the streets with officers, sending the helicopter for a bird's eye view, and we're in the process of getting an Amber Alert out. But that call came in just minutes too late.
The vehicle the man was driving pulled up into a neighborhood and parked at 411. This would have been about 3 minutes before police were notified. Sadly, he executed his own children and then turned the gun on himself.
The oldest child, just 6 years old.
The officers and...
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. That shit do kind of turn your stomach. And it really make me see with niggas like that, dog, here it is. If you saying that, you know, bitches ain't shit and all this shit like that, big home, you don't get back with no violence. You gotta, your get back is you moving on, you know, handling business and rocking out and getting plenty of bitches and leaving her in the past. You leaving her should be enough. You understand? Like, people who have to destroy vehicles, destroy property, they're the one who feels like they're losing. They feel like them leaving is not enough to hurt you. And that's why, you know, you just walking away can make them kill you, destroy shit, bust windows and all this shit like this. I'm torn, man. I'm torn because I understand rage. I understand, you know, shit getting out of control. But you niggas just be painting these pictures, man. Y'all paint these pictures like you so hard body. You know what I'm saying? Like, but really, just as soon as a bitch, like, you so... And I gotta say this, my nigga, you so lame that a hoe cheated on you and you still with her. You know what I'm saying? And not even just that. If she cheated, you took her back. It's just like a girl. If cheated, took her back, that's in the past. But you took her back and then something else happened. And then you still trying to make it work. Honestly, big home, once she cheats on you and you try to take her back, it's over. It was over really when she cheated, but the fact that you tried to take her back, Give a fuck how much she begged. She lost respect for you that instant. I'm talking to you, my nigga. The fact that you took her back made her respect you so little that you damn near forced her to do it again because she's out there looking for a man, not a fucking wet blanket. You have to make that. And if, once again, it's the you shouldn't be in a relationship, big homie. And this is, and honestly, you know, I talk rough to the people. I listen, but if we do a consultation, I'm gonna talk rough to you because I don't want this situation for you. I understand love, my nigga. I've been in love, and I've cried over a bitch. I'm not gonna say I cried over bitches. I cried over one girl. I was in love before, you know what I'm saying? And I cried, you know what I'm saying? But and they say you're not a man until you got your heart broke. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit hurt. But the reason why you should be hurt is because you didn't see her like that. Once you've seen her in that way, you're really crying because the girl you knew just died. I might be getting too deep. The tears are for the funeral. That girl that broke your heart, she should only be able to do that if she hit you from left field. What she did, you didn't see it coming. You didn't think she had the nuts. You didn't think she had the capability of actually doing that. And once again, love will make you do crazy things. And just trying to, you know, categorize that shit. But if you're not in the right state of mind, that shit is just bound to fail. It's bound to fail. And money can't save shit. You're just prolonging the process. Because if your mind ain't right, you getting that money is only going to make you have a wandering eye. And now you trying to do her wrong because you don't feel like she has no way to get you back. And that's a good way to get murdered. You pretty much backed a small animal into a corner. They didn't have no choice. We're not children. We're not in our 20s no more. And if you are in your 20s, you're not in your goddamn stupid 20s. You in your it's grown man, grown woman time. These actions have real fucking consequences. Stop fucking flexing. Stop lying. You don't have no holes if you out this bitch hurting bitches, man. You out there, you hitting girls and all this shit. You trying to kill a bitch. Like, what the fuck kind of nigga is you? Dog, even to the point where I can say, and we're not talking about, dog, you past 25 years old. You talking about killing a bitch? We're not talking about no children and all. We talking about grown man. You talking about killing a bitch? What type? I that's just told to me. If you talking about you got something going and all this like this here, got you know all this shit. You posting the pictures and like you know what I'm saying? But just as soon as you're fucking texting somebody, and now we find out that you didn't let this hoe cheat on you, give you an STD, fuck niggas indiscriminately and all that. Y'all niggas, and you wonder why I tell niggas I need to see your social media. Man, you got life fucked up. Y'all niggas be trying to kill bitches, man. Big Face Podcast. Who this is online?
What up, big homie?
Woo, woo. You know, shout out to I see Bianca. Bianca said, "Talk your shit, big home." Shout out to that nigga, Big Mix. Big Mix came through, said, "Love, love." Let me go over here. Go ahead, Bianca.
Yeah, that's like I had to send you that story though. I'm like,
yeah, that's heavy. It is heavy, and I like I said, I hate that. You know, I had to speak on niggas like this, but this shit is just really disgusting. Shout out to that nigga Ronald Smith. Ronald Smith, keep the show going. I see you, big home.
you know, when I was growing up, I never would have thought that in the year of 2022, I would literally need a gun to protect myself. That's crazy.
Real talk.
Back in the, all I needed was my hand to protect myself. That is this case.
Yeah, it really. Shout out to that nigga Mello Jones. I see you, big home. We working.
And that's, hey, big home, that's one of the reasons why I made sure to keep my record clean.
You said to keep it wet?
To keep it clean. So
Real talk. You ain't lying.
It strip me of my right to bear arms.
Real talk. And it is crazy. It's crazy right now for girls. Hey, shout out to that nigga Edgar Allan Poe. The books you see right here, The Last Society, Reporter from Hell, these are his books. Go to Amazon right now. Big Home is handling business over there. Shout out to that nigga Colorado Rick too. I see you, Big Home. I'm trying to go through the PayPal. But no, you're exactly right, Bianca. It's go ahead.
But Amazon, where else can I get that book from?
Hit Edgar. Hit Edgar. You can hit him on his name is the Black Poe on YouTube and on social media. Yeah, his name is Ed Cole on the, but he'll be in the comments. You'll be able to see it if you want to get the book. I think I have a link in the description box. But like I said, as it goes down, if you are in a situation where, and I'm not talking to women right now, I'm talking to men, because like I said, I can talk to it from a woman's side. That's not my department, you know. Maybe Katrina, I don't know. Katrina might be too heavy. You know what I'm saying? She might be too heavy. But I'm talking to the guys. You know, maybe if it's a girl who wants a consultation just to understand why a nigga has stopped. You know, maybe he was fucking with you and then he just stopped. Then we can talk, whatever like that. But honestly, I really want to talk to the guys because I have had an influx. We just had a situation last week where we had a guy who and also don't do that. Don't hit me up. If you do feel like you're gonna go over the edge, don't hit me up beforehand. If you fuck with me, don't do that, because what you're gonna do is make it look like that's what I'm breeding or that's what I'm preaching. If you fuck with me and what I'm saying, then first of all, don't do it. But if you are going in that direction, do not hit me up. If you're hitting me up, you need to hit me up for a consultation. Explain it to me. Let's work for a couple weeks and try to see what we can get through. I understand love perfectly. But being that you're in the situation, you're not thinking clearly. You're not going to be able to keep her and your sanity. I'm talking to you. You're not going to be able to keep her, your freedom, and your sanity. So you're going to have to make a hard decision, the same decision that somebody on drugs is going to have to make. It's not going to be an easy situation. But when you're in this house and you know that this house is tumultuous, you know that every time you go in there, it's a battlefield. You don't feel like she actually loves you. Y'all at the point where you going out at 3 o'clock in the morning and you trying to get her back for going out 3 o'clock in the morning, y'all playing tit for tat, the relationship is over. It's over, because when y'all try to talk, it's going to be too much shit. Because if you didn't talk right then and handle it because you didn't want to seem like you cared too much, the relationship is over. So when y'all try to play that tit for tat, it's time to, hey, let's get this in order. I'm going my way, you go yours. But you're going to have to deal with the fact that she is going to get with somebody else. And 9 times out of 10, she's going to get with them just to make you mad. So you're going to have to take precautions and block her from everything and move on. And that's going to be hard. And that's why, you know, I offer y'all this service. So get your shit together, big home. Get your shit together. Ladies, it's all fun and games until you actually, until you get what you want. You know what I'm saying? You want to make them mad, you make them mad, and a nigga can, and that's why we don't play that bullshit. Men and women are equal. No, they're not. You can make him mad, and he just has a rage out and accidentally kills you because he's a man. You know what I'm saying? So get your shit together. Stop playing. And if you have children and you really do love them, not just love them on social media, if you love them in real life, there are things that you won't. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to shoot heroin in front of your children. You're not going to allow your children to smoke crack. And so it's the same thing. When you arguing and fighting in front of those children, you're showing that you don't give a fuck about them. So let's get it together. Bianca, thank you so much for sending this to me. I think we got a lot of good words in as far as, you know, letting people know what's going on. Y'all niggas, stop lying to yourself. Stop lying to yourself. If you are not getting bitches the way you feel you should, hit me up. Let's start working. Let's start putting some work in and getting you to this point. The niggas online is not going. The top 3 ways to get chicks fast. There is no top 3 ways. Everybody is different. There's no way a person can tell you through the internet what you need to do. Motherfucker got to see you, got to hear you talk, got to watch you move, and all of these things. So hit me up whenever you ready with that. We going to work. Bianca, you got anything you want to talk to him about?
Nah, but I want to, before I get the phone, I just want to say this. Stay sucker free.
Stay sucker free, in the words of it. Bianca herself. We working. I'll talk to you in a minute, Bianca. We working. Shout out. We going to work.
It's the chef who you know iller. Fly like Michael Jack when he wrote Thriller. I try to give him life, but my flow killer. Friends was the coke dealers, now I just quote scriptures. I'm saying I'm on a whole nother plane. I'm Candyman in the mirror, don't ever mention my name. Cause me and them other rappers, we never spit it the same. 2K's with me where I be ballin', it ain't a game. 2K's on my feet and I ain't mention the chain. Heart in me has repented, but lyrically I'm the same. They can't see the chef, all they can see is the flame. Only thing better than my vision, it be the aim. Dang, you know what time I'm on. I'm David and never shy if you try my throne. Man to man, you don't really wanna try my zone. They naming themselves chef, you should try my clone. 22 kinda feeling like the Twilight Zone. I'm the rap boogeyman, keep your night lights on. It gets spooky like my lock when my mic on. Cause all of my bars dope like the type Ike on. Like I don't see what the hype about. When I could write one verse that'll wipe them out. Don't make me bring that 89 Michael out and smash anybody in the ring for the right amount. They try to doze on road like the flow sweet. So now I play Freddy Krueger if they go to sleep. Let them live is something they can't tell me. Cause every bar horror movie, Nightmare on Elm Street.
Guess I'm with the chef like a line cook, I think. You got water, you got fire like a stove by a sink. In the spirit, not the flesh, plus my shirt says repent. In the spirit, I may text, I just go where I'm sent. Let me start spitting, flow sickening, I cough lyrics. Read the book of Numbers out loud, I talk digits. Chapter 15, verse 38. Let's talk fringes. If you got it on, but ain't none inside, it's all missing. Hypocrites judge, then wanna try like auditions. If you talk the talk, then you better walk it like cars missing. Better follow Christ, see through his eyes, that's called vision. Get eternal life after you die, that's called living. Dang, chef, in the spirit I digress. On this beat I leave a mess. Trying to say calm but I get vexed. I say calm but no west. Cause Babylon in the west face the east when I get dressed. In that white linen no less. Man, the whole industry jokes, cause they doing it for the flesh. See, they start strong like notes, but they end weak like rest. Get it? Weekend, rest, Shabbat, decent. I confess a lot, not a model but dress a lot. Produce get fresh a a lot, that's vain though. Like built dams, like change flows. Where the faith of a mustard seed or a mango. In the Most High, you must believe that's the main goal. Will he prevail? Yes, thou art like Van Gogh.
No Alamolek, but I got perfect vision in the dark. I'm a lexicon, I'm a megalodon, all my verses ripping them apart. Mosaic law, what the church is missing, it's the worst religion from the start. In my soul, where the word is written out of circumcision of the heart. I'm rocking my fringes, I'm in Seattle, rocking like Hendrix. No industry gimmicks, you rappers are finished, I'm kicking the door off the hinges. Throwing stones like you sinless till you get the business. You should have repented in a minute, this truth is endless, they loving the image. I know what happened to Kim. I keep my pencil on point, no sharpener. Used to weigh pounds of troll, I lay down the flow like carpenters. She causing division in the sisterhood, I'm marking on. I'm preparing the way for the harvester, I'm a harbinger. It's such a main cold world, better wear a fleece. You squares playing with my bare hands, I could tear a beast. Finish the work, I'm in the turf like the Pericles. The Ruach translated into Greek, that's the Paraclete.
Die once, live twice. Yeah. I done lost all of my love and my sanity. Vanity told me I'm too hard to handle. Dismantle any opposition, quit playing with me. Brothers hella lame, how they get their name? Israelites lacking integrity. Politics made it to Israel, but it's not spiritual. Why can't I let them get next to me? Chef in the kitchen, he cooking. These niggas trying to steal a recipe. Look at my weaponry, that is my specialty. Lion of Zion, a Judah full pedigree. Repping my legacy. If I got a body rappers, then Mac, he gon' be the accessory. Judah the gang, and I'm repping it heavily. Vocals the same, but I got a new melody. I'm from the bottom of Rebel to Gruffer Street. Haters, they hate me to really be repping me. Yeah, they really be repping me. I went to war for some brothers who never had love and they heart of respect for me. Gates told me go where they celebrate it, they don't just tolerate your gifts. Christ told me shake the dust off your feet and take your peace with you when you dip. Made it out of a city where plenty crashed. We never had nothing, we needed cash. Feds gave us Aguilera, we didn't know better. We turned it to Lenny Crab. Should've got yards running from my past, but the Lord made a way when he threw the flag. Beat the case, but I blew the bag. Did it bare face, we don't do the mask. Not Protestant, Jesuit, Lutheran, nah, we don't do the mass. I just be watching they movement and how they maneuvering, slithering through the grass. Who gon' pity for the snake charm? Put them in the bag, shake the snake on them. It's never about who your haters, it's always about how much money you making on them. Put your riches in the most high, that's the best flip for the best price. Cash in with your house shy, I'ma die once, I'ma live twice. Balls mean, but my flow nice. Rep 12, not the pole lights. Chef, he the light of the world, I'm trying to keep all of my babies from pole light.
Die once, but you live twice. Please don't get left, you'll have no rights. Me and Chef steam like bowl rice. This be getting 8 like 4 twice. I European, get your soul right. They don't hear me though, like no mic. How they supposed to know, like no advice? Children of the light, like no night.
Got me feeling like Ricky Bobby up in Talladega. I'm on the road, feel like I'm on fire. Holding it down till I see the Messiah. Dripping in gold, you see the attire. Dripping in gold, you see the attire. I say it twice for those I inspire. Make it a third for all of the liars.
Please do not treat this like entertainment, man, I pray you don't. This a cry for your soul. Renew your thinking and rearrange it, man, I pray you do. Cause the kingdom's a goal. They're really tricking for little payments, making money moves, but you losing your soul. How y'all be thinking, be aggravating? I'm not smelling that like I'm losing my nose. We gotta represent, children is watching. We see with the Ruach, the spirit is watching. Me and Chef at the bad, we need the way that we flipping this heat, man, it feel like hibachi. Killing these demons with pain is my doctrine. I'm bobbing and weaving, it feel like I'm boxing. I want the kingdom of heaven, the mysteries that are spoken of in 2nd Colossians.